Hi, my name is Carla. You may recognize me from Santa Fe Climbing Center as either front desk staff or as a yoga instructor. But I also love kettlebells, and I've been training with kettlebells since 2011. And I thought kettlebells would be good to share with you at home. You do not need kettlebells in order to do this workout. You do need some sort of hand weights or even water bottles or milk jugs, anything that you can use like in lieu of an actual weight is fine. And you're probably wondering why kettlebell. Well, kettlebell is a full body workout. It's quick, it's efficient, it's really fun. This is where I work out. Don't need a ton of space, but it is nice to have a non-skid surface. This carpet I'm on right now is very slick, so I'm using a yoga mat on top of it. Ideally, if you have hardwood, that's even better. I'm just kind of too lazy to move my rug every time I work out. If you have tile, that's fine. Just be careful because if you slam the weights down, it's very easy to crack a tile, and that's no good. Don't want anyone or anything behind you while you're doing this because it's a safety issue. Bells go flying all the time. You don't want to hurt a pet. You don't want to hurt a child. Let's start with equipment. You can see over here, I have an assortment of different types of equipment that you can use for your workouts. And as I said before, you don't need kettlebells, so I'm going to show you all the kettlebells, and then I'm going to go through alternatives to kettlebells that will help you achieve the same results. So I'm going to start with the small kettlebell. Don't underestimate the use of a tiny kettlebell, okay? Because they're great for core workouts. They're great for shoulder workouts where perhaps you don't want to injure your shoulders, so you just need a lighter weight for certain moves. They're good for warm-ups, and they're good for all types of random stuff too, like paperweights. Okay, so here's a 10-pounder. For someone my size, I like 15 pounds. I have doubles and 15s because you can do things like double rows or double presses. So 2 is good. Here's my 20-pound weight. I like this for swings and rows. So kind of a good all-around medium weight bell. Okay. Then we move to 25 pounds. Again, good for swings, squats, deadlifts. Lower body stuff for me. That's not to say that you can't use this for a press, or you could also use it for a chest press, something like that. That's great. And then this is my heaviest. It's 30 pounds. I pretty much use this for deadlifts. There are much heavier kettlebells out there, and depending on your fitness level, you might want to go a lot heavier. So you're thinking, well, I don't have any kettlebells, so what am I supposed to use? What you can use at home if you don't have kettlebells are hand weights. You can always double them up. Look, now I have 10 pounds. Okay. It helps. I like those like sort of long iron looking ones. Those are really nice for this. So if you have any of those at home, that's great. Other options are just plates, right? So you can do all types of stuff with just simple plates. I kind of like these too because you can work on your finger strength a little bit too, depending on how many fingers you could get through these little holes. So that's kind of fun. As an alternative to weights, you can also use water bottles. So fill them with water or sand. Just make sure the tops are really snug, or you're going to get water all over your living room. Here's a slightly larger one, a little bit heavier, so you can do swings, stuff like that with these. Again, presses, rows. Another thing you can use are milk jugs. These are empty. I'm about to recycle them. But you can fill these with water or sand. And, you can do squats and deadlifts and different things with these. They're a little bit hard for swings, too wide, maybe a single swing. Really, like anything in your house that is sort of round or like a cylinder shape that has a little weight to it is what you can use for this class that we're going to teach. So the way to move when you're doing a deadlift is through the legs, and solely the legs and glutes. Okay, you'll keep your core tight, of course, but I want to start with just showing you how to move. If you've ever taken my yoga class, this is essentially a halfway lift, right? So same type of movement. You're moving from the waist. You're not sort of hunching and using your back to move, right? That's not right. Think of just totally isolating your torso from your legs. Your torso is just going along for the ride. Your legs are doing the work. So you'll put your hands on your hips. So when we work with kettlebells, your feet will be a little wider, maybe shoulder distance apart. You'll put your hands on your hips. You'll press your hips back in space. See how long and flat my back is? Notice I'm not trying to round my low back. Okay, allow yourself to have that little natural arch that's already there. Draw your core in, keep your shoulders back, your chest lifted, and then to get up, you're going to pull with the backs of your legs and glutes. So you shouldn't feel much else working. I mean, you'll feel your belly tone, but so imagine that you're on a pulley system and it's working from your ankle to the top of your glute. You're just going to come up using your legs, and you'll go down the same way. Okay? Lifting from the legs. And we always start with a few of these without weight in our workout as we warm up. Okay, the also important thing is make sure you're pressing your feet firmly into the ground. There's a tendency to want to roll your feet out or in. Let's try and distribute the weight evenly on your foot pad and really press into your heel as you come up. So you're going to hinge forward, grab your bell, right? Draw your shoulders back, lift your chest, draw your navel in, and start to pull with the back of your legs. It's like your arms are not actually doing any of the work. You're just grabbing on to the bell. Okay. Up and back down. Some people slam the bell down, but you get a better workout if you control the way down just as much as you control the way up. Up, my shoulders are back, chest is lifted, squeeze your butt, and down. One more. Up, squeeze your butt, and down. If you have hand weights, I like to hold a hand weight in each hand. I mean, this is really good to pen. You can use 2 smaller hand weights or one heavier hand weight, but it's going to be the same. Kind of just decide how you want your grip. Look forward, and up, and down. So you can do the same thing with the plates or the water bottle. You can use sort of a heavier weight for swings. You don't have to go super light. Of course, when you're first starting out, use whatever weight is comfortable for you. So I'll grab 20 pounds and put it down. So you start like you would for a deadlift. Maybe that's a little far. Okay. So you don't have to go all the way down. This is more of like a third of the way down. Okay? Your feet need to get wide enough to get the width of whatever you're using. It's got to go between your legs, right? So if you're legs are too narrow, you're just going to hit yourself. So spread your feet out, bend your knees a little, pick up your bell, then go lean back, and you're using momentum through your hips to thrust the bell forward. Okay, squeezing my butt, using the back of my legs, and my arms are just going for the ride. They're not doing any work. You're going to come out like you went in. Catch my breath. The next move I'm going to show you, which is an essential kettlebell movement, is a clean. A clean is how you get the bell or your weight, whatever you're using, from the ground into a rack position. So it starts out looking like a swing, but you're going to come up, you're going to bend your elbow, rotate your wrist, and bring your hand to, well, just outside your bra strap or breast. And you want your shoulders sort of down and backing together. Okay, 2 things to watch for: chicken arms, like you have it like this, or bring it too far forward and rounding through the shoulder. Okay, so right here is good. So here, do your little swing and rotate up. Right, so this is rack position. You do all types of stuff from rack position. You can go into a press, wind, just the way you went up. So you'll uncurl your wrist, go down. So it's like bloop, bloop, bloop. You can think of that as you go. Show you one more time. Right, flat back, look forward. A little dynamic movement. Right? You see that? Cool. And you can get really fast at these when you get going. Now you're probably noticing the kettlebell is swinging, resting on my forearm. When you're new, you're going to hit your forearm a lot, and it might get bruised. So what you can do is you can wear little sweatbands, or you can cut a sock and put it over your band. Eventually, you'll be able to control it enough where you won't bruise yourself anymore, so you won't need it. Okay, so those are 2 of the basic moves. Now we're going to do a basic workout starting in just a moment. Okay, grab some water, take a break, and come back, and we'll get started.